Welcome, everybody, to the original Rebels Racing League. I'm Joe Wright, and tonight I'm being joined by my guy, Eddie Morris. Josh Hall is going to be out tonight. He's not feeling so hot, so we're going to take the reins from him, and Eddie's going to help me out tonight. But the original Rebels have been off for about a week, or 2 weeks, so it should be exciting coming back here for the Rebels Roulette 150. Eddie, we've been watching a little bit of practice. What do you think about them?
Man, I can't wait to get this stuff started. But I do want to say, Josh, get feeling way better, buddy.
Yeah, man. And this league, these guys put on a show every week, but man, we've been out 2 weeks. We haven't had any broadcasts go down, so I'm really stoked to get back to the racing and see some of these guys and what they can do out here. Currently, top of the board in practice, I think, is Brandon Wallace with Christian, the coach, Dedman, right behind him.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get, knock the cobwebs off here, man. This holiday stuff, it's nice, but man, let's get back to some racing.
Yeah, for sure. So, so this will be week 4 of a pretty, as you can see, pretty long season there. And then next week we're headed to Phoenix, Kansas, Martinsville, and then Michigan. So a lot of mile and a halves lined up here, with the exception of Martinsville. It'll be good. I'm excited for it. Long season. What you got for points for us?
We got Zach Wetstein in first with 1 win. Kieran Church in second. And he's not too many points behind, so they're still, it's still early in the season, so they'll be able to be plenty of chances to make up some points. We got William Griffith in third. Jesse Nikula, I think he's our spotlight driver tonight too, Joe.
He is, yeah.
He's in fourth.
Yep, Jesse, our spotlight driver. We'll talk about him in a moment.
And then fifth, we have Sam Wetstein. And sixth, Tia Swank. Seventh, Jeff Paisley. Eighth by 1 point, Josh Oswald. Ninth, we got Alex Veith. And 10th, we have Logan Sturgeon.
Yeah, and speaking of our spotlight driver, Jesse Nekula from Tucson, Arizona, that's his hometown, currently residing in Florence. Age 33. His team is the Channel 4 news team. That's funny. I love that movie. That's Mr. Nekula, Baldwin, and Mark. Profession is project manager. His family, his wife, Emily, daughter, Kylie, and son Easton. Favorite driver, Kyle Larson. Favorite movie, Step Brothers. Quote, if you can't dazzle them with brilliance, battle them with bullshit. I love it.
Love it.
Yeah,
that's good stuff right there.
An interesting fact about Jesse Nekula, league admin and Rebels Cup Series commissioner. All right, Jesse, thanks for all you do for the original Rebels Racing League and the league admin and Cup Series commissioner. That's cool. But we're going to pay attention to you tonight, so you better put on a show for him. How about that?
That's what I'm saying, man. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. Like I said, he's sitting in fourth in points, so.
Currently, he's just chilling on pit road. Otherwise, we would go to him. Break it out, get them laps in, buddy. Anyway, so, yeah, moving forward, we got lots coming up. And I'm looking forward to it. We got some new series coming to to Intensity Racing League. We're starting up, so we're going to be having some more of that coming. And let's take a moment and take a little look at what Josh has got turned up for us here. All right, we're back here with the Original Rebels Racing League, and that was your Intensity Broadcasting video brought to you by Josh Hall and his amazing awesomeness. You can see my
I love
car.
that video.
You can see my car sitting there on pit road if you guys want to zoom in on that.
Hey.
But got some guys out on track doing some laps as we're coming down to 5 seconds left here in the practice session. Then we're going to see some qualifying laps, which I'm pretty stoked to see. While I do, where you look at those, I'm gonna get something else queued up real quick.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing what kind of lines they're going to run for qualifying here.
Yeah,
I'm used to the super speedway races, man. I know that line pretty well. Maybe I'll sit back and learn something.
So I turned a couple laps during some time there while we were waiting before the broadcast went live, and I'll tell you what, I was tight. That's where I was at on that.
I thought about running some laps myself, but I was messing with my pedals, trying to make that brake pedal a little stiffer, and I don't know what I done. And then I stripped a nut, and I can't get the pedal off, so I'm kind of in a pickle right now. So
go ahead and look at William Griffith, one of our first drivers on track. Actually, we're going to look at our spotlight driver of Jesse Necula and see what he can turn. See what he's doing for speed and things of that nature here. That dotted white line, or the dotted line there, just above the white line, is your friend here. What do you think?
I'd have to agree. Just watching. I've done a little bit of racing here, and it's definitely a touchy track. It takes some finesse to get around. But yeah, I would definitely agree that that dotted line above the solid white line is definitely a friend.
So Jesse finishes his second lap. That's going to put him in the third position right now. Okenvitz, Josh, currently second. Chris Heiner, currently on the pole. Oh, and then Elliot Longenecker knocks him off the pole. As these guys get rolling through these few laps. See more and more. As right now we're looking on with Kyle Roberts, age 51, from Stephenville, Texas. Part of the Big Fish team. You'll see a bunch of those guys with the same colored cars, that blue. Got some other fast guys on track as well. Zach Wetstein and guys of that nature.
Yeah, I was watching Zach pull some laps here. I had to scroll down to see him, but I got to him and I was like, I'll check on this guy for a little bit, see what he's got.
With his Mickey Mantle picture.
Love it. Put that thing in 13th so far.
He's done?
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, he was on the second lap. Yep.
Back with Kyle Roberts. See what he can do. Looking pretty good there. Locked in on that bottom line. Little lift coming out of four. Can get down on that apron, see what he can get out of it. That's going to get him P12. And I'll tell you what. If you look at their best laps just now. The top, gosh, I don't know. 18 are within 0.2 of each other.
I was gonna say, man, it's really close.
That's how tight it is. So, yeah, Zach, our points leader, back a little bit on the grid, but man, that doesn't mean anything. He still has the speed, and we know from watching him previously, he knows how to save them tires. So, watch for that as well.
Alex Veith was able to improve his position. He got up to 15th, and then somebody knocked him to 16th. Matt Geis was also able to improve his lap time too. Jumped up to 16th.
You know if that was his first lap out? Looks like it might have been. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It might have been his first lap. I don't know. I think my little thing on the bottom's wrong. Unless he's just running an extra lap.
Yeah, some of these guys will turn an extra laps here for practice and then try to get on the pit road even too, because it's a good way to do it. Yeah, this looks like that's what Matt's doing here. Well, while Matt's doing that and we're getting ready to hit the grid, I'm going to tell you guys about a little something coming our way. We're going to be starting a trophy truck league here with iRacing, Intensity Racing League.
Man, those things are fun to drive, man.
Oh, man. Every Monday night, recruiting's now open. Server's going to open at 7:30 p.m. We'll qualify at 8. We're going to run some sort of trophy trucks. We'll start with the lights just so we can get people in there. And then if they're pretty good and interested, we'll move up to the Pro 4s probably for the league. But, yeah, every Monday night we'll be running an open recruiting racing. So come and check us out.
Stoked, man. I didn't know y'all were doing that.
Yeah, buddy. I told you we got big things coming. Intensity Broadcasting and the Intensity Racing League. Going to be fun stuff. All right. As they transition here into what will be the next part of this thing, let's see how much time they have left. What do you think? About 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. There we go.
Yeah,
Took me a second to find it. I was going in circles looking on this thing. Where is it? Where is it? But yeah,
I finally got my stuff to work and I had to turn the ticker off. I was like, Yeah, right. 10 minutes of qualifying. They're at 7.5 right now.
So they're probably in a driver's meeting talking about things. Nick Ford says, I have Pro 4s, 40 hours of drive time. All right, Nicholas. Let's see what you can do out there. Come join us Monday nights.
7:30.
Yeah, so tomorrow night we'll be running Pro 2s at Wild Horse for recruiting purposes. So if you don't have Wild Horse, you might want to get it. Here, plan on running those trucks with us. It's going to be one of the tracks we run. And Nick Ford says he's pulling for number 91, Mr. Witt. Don't see a 91.
Dan Witt.
Oh, Dan Witt. There we go.
Yep.
Good thing I didn't say it was Will Witt.
I know, right?
You said all these drivers' names, man. Minga. All right. All right. And while they are currently gridding, check that out. So starting on the pole, we got Elliot Longenecker coming home with a 30.948, and literally only 200ths behind him, Chris Heiner, that 24 machine on the inside line.
Starting P3, we got Jason Warren. And fourth, we have Garrett Kinder.
Fifth's going to see Brett Rederer and Josh Lokenvitz.
Seventh, we got our spotlight driver, Jesse Nekula. And eighth, we got James McClendon.
In the ninth spot, we're going to have Christian, the coach, Edmund. And in 10th, Aaron Adcock.
Rolling off P11, we got Jeff Paisley. And 12th, we got Josh Oswald.
In that 13th spot, we're going to see Brandon Wallace and Sam Wetstein.
And starting 15th, we got Brian Rupert. And 16th, Kyle Roberts.
On that inside line, Tia Swank going to roll off 17th, while Lance Sponberg is going to come off 18th.
Rolling off 19th, we got Matt Geis. And 20th, Alex Veith.
And that 21st spot's going to see Zach Wetstein with his guy Charlie Elmore on the outside of him.
Starting 23rd, we got William Griffith. And 24th, Rich Yeoman.
The 25th spot, Jason Lottridge and Mickey Isaac.
Starting 27th, we got Richie Ferris. 28th, Dan Witt. Shout out from Nick Ford to you, Dan.
In that 29th spot, Mike Veith, any relation to Alex? And that 30th spot's going to see Magic Mike Aribe. All right, Magic Mike, let's see what you can do tonight coming from the tail end of this thing. We'll be rooting for you as usual. Back to the front where it really matters right now, though. Elliot Longenecker, Chris Heiner on the outside of him. We saw some 3 and 4 wide earlier, and I'm actually excited to see what happens here at the beginning of this one because of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going on here, man, because they did a pit party coming out, during practice, and it looked like some pretty good racing. Everybody's trying to see what they could do with, they couldn't do, and I'm excited to get this thing going.
Hey, Justin, thanks for the shout-out, bud. We look forward to seeing you back on track soon enough. Hopefully you get that squared away. And they're green flag racing now. That 5 machine of Elliot Longenecker is going to get a decent jump here. And it looks like his teammate and Jason Warren's going to follow him right through.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's no need to make it racy on the first lap, especially with your teammate.
Yeah.
Just ride.
Chris Heiner getting kind of stuck on that high line here.
Oh, that 5 truck looked like he had an issue there. He's slow on the inside.
Got a little loose there up off the corner, I think. Oh, there he goes.
He's been inside pit wall. Looks like we're going to stay green.
A 97 machine now of Brett Rederer sliding up into that second spot. I don't even know where he came from. What, 4th or something? But man, he's right there already on that bumper knocking on the door. He turns it down left. Looks like he's going to be able to get underneath Jason Warren here through the front stretch. And he is going to be underneath him going into 1 for the lead.
Side, which line's going to prevail? The outside line's still there.
Hard to tell, man. I'll tell you that.
Sure. Unpredictable.
I'll just show you how close they're getting when they get up off the corners here.
And
The
the
yellow.
caution's out.
Yep, yellow is out. Was that a admin thrown?
Not 100% sure on that.
Art Redder is gonna have the lead though. I can hear your thing. It's feedbacking.
That's
Can you
the
hear
other
me,
guy.
Joe?
Who is that? Is that Matt?
That's Matt.
Yeah.
There was a wreck.
Yeah, there was a rat. Now I can hear you. Matt's joining us in the booth. Welcome to the booth, Matt.
Thanks, guys. I'm just watching for wrecks and calling them out to you.
Yep, 10-4. And that was a wreck?
Yes.
All right. Do you know who it was?
66.
No,
It
I
has some
don't.
damage here. 86, 66.
I'm gonna pull in this wreckage rewind. This is us three right now, wondering like what happened.
Yeah, it was the Tia Swank. The 48 was involved. Brian Rupert.
All right. Go ahead and
I see them on pit road right now.
dial that thing up.
Looked like there's quite a few cars involved there. 48 and 66.
Gonna take us a second here. Right?
I love that Records Rewind video.
That's us three. Trying to figure out what happened.
Right?
All right, here goes Tia Swank, Rupert on the inside. Hey, Brian might have just got a little tight or something on the entry of that corner. Let's see if we can go back and look from Rupert's point of view.
It looked like those front wheels just didn't want to turn.
Or he got hooked on the bumper. I couldn't tell here. That view. On board and see what happened here. Yeah, he just got super pushy. It looked like. I mean, he didn't turn right. So, I don't know what happened there. So after about 5 laps of some green flag action, a little bit of yellow.
Some pretty good green flag racing up front, man. We had side-by-side racing, and
They were definitely racing for the lead.
yeah. I had to give a break to the 5 of Elliot Longenecker. He had some issues within the first lap or two and hit the inside pit wall, and get him a chance to kind of get back with everybody else. And
Eddie, that was the 18 came down under the 25, bounced off of that, off the 25 into the 5 and pushed the 5 into the inside wall.
gotcha.
Yeah, we kind of missed that one during the action, watching them go for the lead there. You know, these new camera angles they give you that go through the infielder, quite terrible. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, they are.
We're gonna have to get some custom ones going. I really don't want to sit in the chopper or the chase view all night. All right. We're back at it now. Lights on the pace truck are off. We'll hide Mr. Bean for now. Hopefully, we don't have to bring him back out.
Take a nap.
All right, here we go. Coming out of 4. Second gear. As Monty Noyes would say, it's time to roll. Brett
It's
Rederer on
always
the
nice to have
inside.
that reminder.
Brett Rederer, he did it every single time without fail. He's a great man. Passed away last year, almost 1 year anniversary.
Sucks.
And that
Stop.
97 machine shot out of the cannon. He's got like a 4-car length head start here.
Caught everybody else sleeping, that's for sure.
I think they're going to be coming back to him pretty quick here, though.
I think the draft is important, but I don't think it's as important as it is in, you know, Talladega or Daytona or even the new iRacing Super Speedway.
They look on from the 3rd position here of Josh Lokenvitz from Baxter, Iowa. He chose the high line there. See, I don't know if these guys are getting tight on entry or if they're choosing to go up there like that.
Yeah, and again, with that new tire model, I don't know if riding that high line saves you tires any. Be something to kind of test out.
He's hunting down the leader now. Looks like he likes it. Looks like he likes it a little higher through 1 and 2, and then low through 3 and 4. Maybe that run you get down the backstretch is just what he wants.
Carry that momentum.
And like you said, it could be tire preservation as well. He's under fire now as well from the 32 machine. As a 12 of William Griffith was rolling off pit road there. He must have had some damage.
Kind of going through the field here, man. Everybody seems to be running single file.
And I got a little 3-car breakaway up at the front here. The closest to them is Jeff Paisley in that 4th spot, still about 5 cars back. And then we got a gaggle behind him, starting with Garrett Kinder, Christian the coach, Brandon Wallace, he started outside the front row, or no, he was the fastest in practice. Jesse Necula, our spotlight driver in that 8th position, now making a move to the inside here. Up another position. 17 of Josh Oswald's going to follow him by as well. .23 of Aaron Adcock underneath him now as well. Hey, who's dropped like a rock is Chris Heiner. He started on the outside the pole, didn't he?
He was pretty far, pretty close up there.
I thought he was in 2nd. Maybe not. Ooh, Beef underneath of him. Almost gets into him. Brett Rederer still out front leading this thing.
Him and Jason Warren, man, they've kind of settled in right now.
It just makes you wonder if they're conserving any of those tires for later in the run here or not.
I mean, it is a 100-lap race, so maybe pit strategy will play a part, you think?
I do think so, yeah. I think about lap 40. We're going to see people hitting pit road. Maybe 45. I think a lot of them pit there on that last caution, which was 6 or 7 into the race, so maybe 45, lap 45-ish.
I think if I was running towards the back, I'd have came in and topped off myself too. So
Matt Geist now on pit lane. Maybe a little strategy call on his part. We'll see.
and he overshoots his pit box. Had to back it up.
Not good.
Not good at all. He's going to blend back in here. You'll see by the leaders here. He's going to be coming off pit road now.
Is that the second time they've gone by him?
No, I don't think so. I think that'll put him a lap down.
Yep. 1 lap down. Matt Geist.
Yep.
Still, Brett Redder and Jason Warren show up front as they've driven away from Paisley now, over almost 2 seconds ahead.
Yeah, like I said, man, they've just kind of checked out.
I mean, even Lokenvitz and Paisley are starting to now get away from Kinder. Almost a second and a half from him back to Kinder as well. That group of those guys, maybe a little conservation. They'll save their stuff.
Yeah, which is pretty smart, you know, let everybody else run their stuff out and just pass them later.
More toward the back of the field, you see Zach Wetstein, our points leader, not having such a hot night, so only up to the 15th spot. Looks like he might be a little bit struggle busting right now. Jesse Nakula, our spotlight driver, up to that 7th spot. Still making moves.
We got a blinker. We got a blinker.
Yep. Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Can you turn that down just a hair? I can hear the in race. There you go. Thank you, sir. Jason Warren in that 2nd spot. See if we can go on board with Jason Warren and see if there's any difference in his line, if we just can't get to him. Hey, thanks, Justin, for the kind words, bro.
Did a better job.
Yeah, I can't hear it right now. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if I was Jason, man, I'd just be content just riding right there. Unless, you know, you get some kind of points for leading the most laps or something, then
Yeah, I agree.
I might try a little bit more, but
He's out of the throttle for pretty long in the middle of that corner, too. So, you know, I don't think he's beating that thing up too bad right now, especially with the lead they got.
Jeff Paisley, man, he's kind of closing it in a little bit. Or
Yep.
no, that's not Jeff Paisley.
Nope, it's not
Is it?
Jeff Paisley.
It's the lap car here. I was going to say, man, he's coming out of nowhere.
That's Matt Geist, the admin of the league, the original Racing League's admin. from Houston, Texas. And he's going to be a little bit faster on these tires, so trying to get his lap back, try to get past the leaders here. I think he might be 2 laps down, actually. We'll put him only 1 back now. And we got a battle for the lead. Warren just took it away from Redder. While we were watching that, he followed Matt Geist right by him.
He passed him on the outside.
Did he?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to
No,
go.
he got him on the inside.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I caught it last second. It's like, man, power move.
Looks like Brett might be getting just a little bit tight. You can kind of see him pushing up the track there. See how he fares here. Is Warren's starting to now step out on him a little bit too. Now you're seeing Paisley reel him in. Paisley 1.29 back. And that's the distance here as you look on board with Jeff Paisley. A little battle here on track for Aaron Adcock. Going up underneath. Got a little pushy in the middle of the corner there. That's going to give Josh Oswald the battle on the back on the outside here.
Yeah, Oswald has him clear now.
Yeah, Jason Warren already has almost a half a second lead over Brett Redderer.
Yeah, that's insane. He's just sitting there behind him, and he's just like, man, I've had enough of this. Let's pick up the pace.
Let's take a look at Alex Veith, one of our Intensity Broadcasting broadcasters at times. Let's see what he's got for him. It looks like he's kind of being patient, too. I don't see him doing anything crazy.
It's a long race, man.
Yep. Lap 31 of 100. Lots of time left. You don't want to go a lap down, though. That's the key.
No, absolutely not. I'm never okay with going a lap down unless it's a road course. Then I'm content if it's just one.
I just clicked the weirdest button ever on this UI. That was wild. Alright. Sorry about that. I hit mouse aim and it started mouse aiming. Go figure.
That's what the mouse aim button means, right?
Oh, is it? Thanks.
Figured I'd let you know.
Jason Warren out to a .67 lead now. See if we can dial up a little duel battle box. There's your gaps between the top three. They battle for first. Ender's coming for that third spot now.
Yeah, he's under fire. giving Jeff Paisley a run as he passes him. He's got third.
Paisley's not going to go away quiet. He didn't like it. So I was talking with one of the guys earlier this week. I think that's the way you get yourselves in trouble in racing. When you can't be okay with being passed just once.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a lot of people's problems, man. You get into the official races and they think it's not okay to be passed, but it definitely it's okay. I'd rather get passed and then be able to pass you back at the end of the race than try to pass you back at the first of the race and get wrecked.
And
that's just me.
Yep, and then that's the thing. Patience is a virtue, and you're seeing a lot of patience from a lot of these guys here. And I say it every time we announce for these guys. These guys put on a show. They put on a heck of a show, and they do it with such respect for each other. Now we're seeing Brett Rederer onto pit road, and here's where the strategy is going to start to come in. Lots of guys on pit road. Jason Lottridge was on pit road. Kyle Roberts was on pit road. Brett Rederer on pit road. Jason Warren, though, in a class of his own right now. 1.7 over Garrett Kinder. Jesse Necula, our spotlight driver, up to that 6th spot now. And I don't know if I told you, but I tell you about something about Zach Wetstein being able to conserve.
Oh, you haven't?
All right, so every race, man, he's been able to conserve them tires, and then longer runs, the better for him. I'll tell you what, here he comes. He's already up to that 8th spot now. Racing with these guys, he was, I think, in like 15th the last time we checked in with Zach, our points leader. So, I mean, a lot of guys have hit pit road. A lot of guys have hit pit road, but it'll be one to watch here as this race drags on.
Yeah, if he knows how to conserve his stuff, man, I know who I'm going to be watching. Teach me your ways.
And find it amazing how much he's out of the throttle. Aaron Adcock leading the gaggle here from Florence, Mississippi. There goes Zach again, underneath the 12. What a run off the corner Zach just had there.
I seen that, man. Coming up on the Aaron Adcock there, the 23 machine.
See if he can hang it out on the outside and make anything happen here. Chris Heiner starting to follow him too. And we saw Chris start more towards the front, and there goes Brett Rederer after pitting there on the bottom now. So he's going to have the freshest tires here, 3 wide.
Yeah, and you can see how much of a difference, man, those fresh tires get.
Right was
I
able
feel
to
like
just
Superman
motor
out
on by there.
there. Yeah.
And that is why he hit pit road. Like Magic Mike's got some damage on the back of his machine.
Front, Jason Warren, he's still got a 1.5 lead over Garrett Kinder.
Sure does.
Everything's
Kinder's starting
everything's
to
pretty
cut into
calm.
it just a little bit, though. Maybe not. Must have been the part of the track they were on.
Yeah, I was gonna say it equals out about
Yeah.
1.5 seconds. That's why I said about.
Well, he does have
It's a
kind of
real
a
test.
little toe coming on here. Warren does with this lap car 73 machine.
Got a
Well, that
couple
will
on
slow him
pit
down just
road.
a little bit, but also might help him speed up just a little bit too. We'll see.
Christopher Heiner, Aaron Adcock, and Josh Lokinovitz look like they're on pit
Lokinovitz.
road right now.
Acula is hit pit road as well. He's already left pit lane. And is our leader going to hit pit road? So he's losing time on track. We know that they did, what, 35 laps or so before they started pitting 40 laps? And he's up
Yeah,
to
somewhere around in there.
he's up to 47. He's going to have to be looking for fuel here pretty soon. Looks like he's getting down that low line right now, like he might be preparing to get there. Nope. Continues to motor on by. I mean, his
Alex Veith on pit road. And Lance Sponberg.
Jason Warren's last lap was a 32.9. His best is a 31.18. So, I mean, ultimately, he's not falling off that bad.
Caution. Caution is out.
Caution is out. And who is that going to cost? That's the question. All these guys in their middle of their laps here. Do we know what happened?
The 23 was coming off pit road there. And I seen him smoking. I'm trying to see if I can see anything else.
Did it look a little bit like this one?
Oh, it was the 9 and which truck was that?
What you got for me, Matt? Anything?
I'm
Chris
hearing
Heiner.
about an incident on pit road. Sounds like someone coming out of pit road.
If you check on Chris Heiner there, looks like there was some contact coming out of 4 or in 4.
Oh, it was on entry to pit road. Got it.
It looked like he was blending back into the track, and the 9, I don't know, maybe he was just closing a little faster. Not sure.
See what happened here. Oh, yeah. The 9 and the 24 get together.
And the 23, man, he just picked the wrong way to go and got into the back of the 24.
That is exactly what happened. Tough break for both of those guys. I really want to take a closer look at what happened with the 24 here.
Like I said, I think he was just blending back in from from being on pit road, and the 9 just misjudged it. And
Yeah, that was. I think the 9 had a lot of speed going through the corner. I don't know if he got loose and came down. See if we can go on board with the 9, maybe even Mike Veith. See what was going on within the cockpit, because a lot of times you get a better view of what's going on from inside. Maybe he thought he was clear.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He just misjudged it. You know, he was carrying more speed and thought he may have cleared him and come on down, and that wasn't the case.
Exactly what happened. You can kind of see it there. It's almost like he was clear, but he wasn't. Without the virtual mirrors, without the mirrors actually on right now, hard to really see it. But you can almost imagine he's thinking he clear. Oop, darn it!
That white line didn't tap me. Nope, it was the truck. It was one of them car trucks. Truck cars.
Them old truck car things.
Right.
Oh, it looks like we have ourselves a little bit of a new leader here in Mr. Garrett Kinder. But I'm anxious to see what their pit stints look like, because we kind of missed the pit window there. Kinder, Warren, Deadman. Did they just hit pit road?
No, there's.
They had to
Still
have.
on pit.
In order for him to get in front of Warren, he had to have hit pit road.
I mean, I'd probably say earlier in the run it's possible.
The guys
We have
that
8.
the guys that hurts, Lokenvitz and Nekula, down 10 positions right now.
Absolutely, but you know they were lucky enough not to have that caution fly at the right time and put them a lap down. We have 18 trucks on the lead lap right now.
That is true. They actually probably just got a waiver out too, I think. They're closing it up right now. Yeah, ripping
yeah,
around.
off on the truck.
In turns 3 and 4. Garrett Kinder on the inside line is going to lead us back to this green flag. Hey, don't look now. Zach Wettstein up to that 4th position.
He's got a smart race tonight.
We see it every week recently. The last like 6 races, that's him, man. Smart. Green flag's out. We're racing again. Garrett Kinder leads him back to the line. Coach Deadman underneath the 32 of Warren, looking anyway, not gonna get there. Looks like he might have lifted and showed a little respect instead of turning him.
You know, when I'm driving, I remember people that race me that way. And if they lift, I have no problem lifting. But if they don't,
I wholeheartedly
problem.
agree with you.
I have no problem.
Oh, we got a wreck.
paying them back.
Hard sideways, 3 or 4, sorry.
And the yellow flag is out. Gonna bring in another wreckage replay.
Lance Bonberg.
All right, let's see what happened there. Like he just got loose in the middle of turns 3 and 4 there. And collect some people. Most of them were able to scatter pretty well. I don't see very many guys that got into that.
Yeah. Jeff Paisley, man, he was running up the top 4 there for a while. It looked like he got into to Lance Sponberg there as he was spinning. I don't know how much damage he got from it, but it was a notable.
Yep. I think that's going to be pretty significant to the right front there for... Man, he might have got away easy on that one. That looked a lot harder than it looks on his car, though. He got no damage on the right front?
It didn't look like it.
Man, that guy got lucky.
Oh, there's the right rear. Check out the right rear.
Yeah.
That's where it tagged him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got some right rear damage.
Just a little bit, not too bad.
The spoiler's doing the wave.
It's all right. It'll put it a little bit. It'll pull it down a little bit more. A
There
little
you
traction
go.
on that right rear.
Heck yeah. Looks like he come in to fix his damage and get some new rubber. We're over halfway to the finish here.
Jason Warren, before that caution came out, was able to get by Garrett Kinder, it looks like. If even just by a nose. And I screwed that whole thing up. Got to show the actual replay. We're going to roll that back.
You didn't like the Florida lady flipping in the SUV?
There it is. Bonberg gets loose. Spinning. Maybe Rupert and Paisley there now that we looked at it again.
I bet you Paisley isn't saying dilly dilly after that.
Thanks, Shannon. Messed that up. Appreciate you. You too, Rob. Sometimes that happens.
It does.
Gets a little frozen. Hey, did I tell you guys about the original Rebels Racing League store?
They have a store?
They have a store. You can go buy shirts for your favorite drivers. So get with Matt
That's
Geist and
awesome,
check
man.
that out. Original Rebels Racing League store. And I think Logan Sturgeon is actually one of the guys that runs the store. So either of those guys, hit them up. Get your favorite driver's gear.
Pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, I asked them if they would make me a shirt, and they were like, maybe.
Maybe?
You're not good enough yet. No.
Yeah.
They told me they would hook us up. They told me they would hook us up. They said
Gotta have a little fun with it, right?
Right.
We'll have to check that store out. That's pretty neat, man. Got the lights off on the pace truck this time. Kind of interested in seeing if Jason Warren's able to get a jump on Garrett Kinder this time. I think it was reversed. The roles were reversed last time. I think
That is
second
true.
was starting first.
Yep. Wetstein still in the same spot. Coach is still in the same spot. The third and fourth are still in the same spots, but these front two flip-flopped. Base truck lights are off. We're coming out of 4 and we're going back green. The truck cars are going to take the green flag here.
I love it.
Josh, I hope you're smiling from ear to ear, buddy. Green flag's out. The 32 is running. Coach Deadman's going to hit the inside line. He's actually going to get under Kinder here. He might even clear
big
Kinder.
jump.
Yeah, he might even clear Kinder going into 1 and 2. And he does. Zach Wetstein on that outside line's got under fire now from the 17 machine to Josh Oswald as they head down the backstretch. Kinder looks back up underneath. Brian Rupert high off pace by a long shot. Kind of saw that in that wreck. We went back and looked at it the second time. Kinder underneath Deadman. Throwing it in there. You know what this is doing for Zach Wetstein?
Letting him save his stuff.
Yeah, buddy. Let these guys run him off. But Warren, on the other hand, he's just driving out. He gone for a little bit. See a Swank under fire now from the 91 of Dan Witt. And who was that? Nicholas Ford calling out for Dan Witt? Look at Dan Witt with no sponsor. Somebody get that man a sponsor.
Right. Nick, hook him up with that cheese sponsor, brother.
Up here running in the top 10 and looking good. Really good side-by-side racing here, pretty much through this middle pack of the field.
It's like the 23 coming off pit road. Oh, that was almost crazy right there.
Dan Witt is now up to the 4th spot. Look at this guy go. An opportunity to pounce.
Yeah, it looks pretty stressful back here around Matt Geis, man. Him and Kyle Roberts. He looked like he was closing in on Kyle Roberts pretty fast there, and it was almost a disaster. Everybody was able to keep it off each other and keep it going, so that's good. I'm still like, whoa.
Back at the front, we got a pass for the lead coming, I think. 17 machine looks like a teammate. Starting to put that pressure on Josh Warren, or Jason Moore and Josh Oswald now. But he's getting Dan Witt. Almost said Will Witt. Dan Witt's starting to put that pressure on him too. Yeah, it's a great battle here at the front for these top 4.
Yeah, Brett Redderer is right there in 4th.
He came back from what, almost 2 laps down at one point?
Yeah, he put it early.
Yep. He's looking at a good position right now, sitting in that 4th spot. And we know he's fast early, but he faded late in the run earlier. So if you're Dan Witt, let him go. I'm gonna fade.
Sure.
36 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Original Rebels Racing League's Truck Series here on Sunday night. Every week you can catch the action here. Check them out live, 9:50, 9:55, somewhere in that region, and 10 o'clock is qualifying. And there's the pass. Oswald underneath Warren. But Redderer is flying. He's gonna get up under there too. He wants some of this action.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, if he can get up there, we might have 3 wide for the lead.
I think he thought better of shoving it in there though.
Yeah, I think I would have too. It's still fairly early. It's almost go time, but not quite.
Still Dan Witt hanging there in that 4th spot.
Yeah, Tia Swank, he's came up and in the 5th spot
he's
there.
up to 5th, up 12 spots from his starting position. Dan Witt though, 24 spots up since the beginning of the race. That's a pretty great achievement here. On the first time I've seen Dan up here with these guys. So.
Definitely our biggest mover of the race so far.
Yeah, Swank has a tendency to come and go as well. He's coming right now, though.
He looks like he's on a mission, man. For sure.
I always like to look at the back of Tias's car. Makes me proud.
I love it. Intensity broadcasting.
Jeff Paisley now underneath. Jason Lottridge looking under Garrett Kinder too. We'll see if he can make it happen. I don't know if they're going around the outside of him or if he's looking underneath of him, but Lottridge came back on the outside there.
Yeah, I know Jeff went in and got that damage from that last caution on his right rear fixed, so it's very possible he drove up to him.
Josh Oswald not able to make that pass yet, still at the lead here. Still biding his time. Red River starting to fade now just a little bit. Hey, remember I told you Zach's pretty good at saving his stuff? Look what position he's in right now.
To 10th. He's up 11 spots from the start of the race.
Yeah, but he restarted 4th with new stuff.
Yeah, let everybody else run theirs out.
Yeah, buddy.
Smart.
Hold your phone. Here we go.
Exactly.
He's probably texting, having a little FaceTime action back there. All right.
Brad Keselowski, huh? Hitting up the Twitter.
Redder closing that gap now a little bit more again. Let's go on board with Brett and crank it up just a little bit here for a second.
The inside of the 17th, Josh Oswald.
Man, you can really see the way they fight the wheel there.
For sure. We got Richie Ferris on pit road here. Looks like he's got some damage on the back of his truck.
Mikey Keller says to watch out for that 91 truck too. He run good.
Definitely gotten a good run tonight for sure.
Heck yeah.
Three of our top 5 drivers have passed at least 10 cars to get where they're at right now. That's crazy.
That is an interesting fact. That's like a Larry Mack fact. In fact,
Exactly.
that's
man.
like a Josh Hall fact, and you're filling in just fine for him.
See? See? I mean, I'll never be able to, fill his shoes, but if I can come up with some facts like that, I'll be proud.
Oswald pushes high. Brett Redder looking underneath. Little tight on entry there for Oswald. That's going to give Redder an opportunity here.
Comes Dan Witt, man. He had a run on Brett Redditor there. Looks
Yeah.
like he had to
He's getting
get out of
shoved
it a
by
little bit.
Tia Swank, too.
Yeah.
Witt underneath Redder now. Looks like that bottom line just not seeing the speed it sees early in the runs. Tia Swank looks underneath. It lets him go.
Keeping an eye on that Ford truck, is Zach White's thing. He's still in 10th.
23 laps to go. Here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Jason Warren still out front by a sizable lead now over Josh Oswald. Almost half a second now. There's your battle for first. Oswald and Redderer are fighting now. That second spot. They're falling off. Warren's starting to step out almost a full second now as these two battle for second. That's exactly what Jason Warren wants to see. He's like, man, I need them to battle.
Exactly, man. I was going to say, I bet he's watching in that rear view saying, yeah, boys, have at it. He's got just over a second lead now. We're coming to 20 laps to go.
I'm wondering about something here. Little pit strategy action, right? You're overcutting it in half. So at this point, you've already kind of made your bed. We're gonna run it dry. You haven't pit already. And for the most part, it looks like everybody in the top 20 is on no less than 25 laps. So maybe these guys with 25 can stretch it. But I don't know about anybody else. Not sure.
Man. I don't think I'm one to go to when it comes to pit strategy. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't.
Well, the longest Warren ran was 49. He's at 33 with 18 to go. We're about to find out. Some people are going to take this chance. Rich Yeoman, Roberts, Necula. Any of those guys that are on the lead lap. Necula probably the closest one with a chance at this thing. He can conserve like 5 laps of fuel. He might have a shot.
Yeah, and he's back in 12.
How cool would that be?
That would be cool, man.
Have our spotlight driver and Jesse Necula steal one on pit strategy. We'll see what happens, though. They might be able to go further in on fuel than we think. I think a lot of those guys were pitting for tires. Mikey Keller says this is team number 44's home track. So Phil Manzo. Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That's cool. My home track would be Watkins Glen, where I spanked Eddie up and down the course the other night. Eddie.
That hurt.
What's your home track?
It would be Bristol Motor Speedway.
There you go.
Yep, just down the road, about 45 minutes from me.
Tia Swank now underneath looking at Brett Redderer. Man, we're really tight at the front here.
Yeah, it's getting to crunch time, man.
I don't want you
15 to go.
I don't want you to freak out or nothing. So. That old number 4 machine's starting to move too. James McClendon.
He's up to 7th, man.
McClendon we've seen for the first time now in the top 10 that I've noticed.
Yeah.
In that 18 machine. I don't know if I can get behind that number, but I can get behind James McClendon.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that number either, especially like I said, Bristol Bristol Motor Speedway being right down the road from me. I just If you watch cup racing, you know that 18 gets around Bristol pretty well, and I hate it.
Paisley back up to that 6th spot. Dan Witt starting to fade just a little bit. Garrett Kinder got by him. Jason Warren, man, still in a class of his own. His last lap, 32.63. The only guy faster on track right now is Garrett Kinder and Brett Rederer. I take that back. Watch out for Zach Wetstein. He was faster as well. We'll see. As Jason Warren starts to approach some lap traffic.
Yeah, he's out to almost a 2.5 second lead. He's in the class by himself right now. But is he going to be short on gas?
That is my question. That is my question. I don't know how long they can go. He clears the lap car. And pretty clear track ahead of him from there. Federer, on the other hand, under fire now from Tia Swank as Tia goes underneath. Tias clears into turns 1 and 2. Garrett Kinder now after Brett Rederer.
He looked like he wanted in on the action too. Looked like
Yeah.
he was going to go high. The door was closed. And
I think Kinder did some conservation there for a little bit. See how that turns out for him here. These guys are going to need a caution, I think, though, to catch Warren. Oh, and I almost jinxed it, I think. The 9 is in the wall. Everybody stayed clear of him, though. Oh, Dan Witt into the wall. They were 3, almost 4 wide there and clapped the wall.
we've got 8 to go, man. It's time to get business shaking here.
You can see some of these guys are taking chances they hadn't taken all night. McClendon outside of Wetstein. These two have been battling a little bit for a while now. Nakula, our spotlight driver, on the outside back through and past Wetstein as well.
Yeah, he's up to 6.
Wetstein looks like he might have got a little damage in that scrap up there with Witt. Rederer by himself, Kinder and Swank for second. There goes Kinder underneath. He's on rails right now, too. Saw Richie Ferris hit pit road. I saw Brian Rupert as well, but Brian Rupert and Richie Ferris have been hitting pit road for a while now. Pretty sure you guys are going to be able to make it. They're going to have to be able to go 51 laps at the front here.
Yeah, I'm just not sure about that.
Yeah,
51 lap.
I mean, it is a 1.5 mile track, so it might be possible.
Just depends on how much you were able to save, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the fuel run is on these things, but 51, I don't know.
Hey, Matt, is there any chatter about fuel?
Not a word.
They keeping that on the low, huh?
Oh, we got a wreck. Redder around. Necula caught up. That's going to bring out the caution with 4 laps to go. We caught that one live, boys. We will bring in that wreckage replay because I got one more awesome little thing for you because this is what these guys are feeling right now.
Can't wait to see it. Yeah. They some crumpling for sure.
All right, we'll transition back and we're going to see ourselves a little wreckage. Like Redderer just came up into the front of Necula there. Take it back. Go into our chopper mode. Take a little bit of a different look at it.
I'm thinking he just thought he was clear, man, and
Yeah, another one of those racing
he just
deals.
wasn't. Yeah. You hate to see it.
You sure do. A tough one to watch. Spotlight
Sure.
driver getting caught up in that. The Jesse driving to the outside of Brett Redderer. Brett just thinking he's clear, gonna come across his nose just that little bit. That'll turn you into that outside wall. And it was on like Donkey Kong from there. I think they might have collected a couple guys here too. Yep, that ended Jim McClendon's day, it looks like. Christian, the coach, Deadman, look at him threading the needle there. Zach Wetstein underneath.
Definitely a couple close calls for those fellers.
Hey guys, Jason Warren just texted to the rest of the guys, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think that was that caution everybody was needing.
I might have jinxed it. Just by a little bit.
Yeah, I know when I'm racing and you guys mention my name, something bad usually happens after that. Not too long after.
Hey, Fry Hubbard. Sorry to hear that, buddy. That's the case. Hopefully we'll see you on track in another one of the leagues or this one again. All right. Matt, that gives us a green white checker, don't it?
It's looking that way.
Yeah, it's coming up right now. It's green white checkered. We got 2 attempts. We're on the first attempt.
Pretty good. We might need both of them.
Yeah. There's a lot of jostling around, man, and
The question here,
I
I
think we're
think,
gonna have a
is
lot more.
who hits pit road for tires? Did they all do it? I guess they did, didn't they? Yeah, they did. They all hit pit road.
Pit road was was definitely busy. Might as well throw some tires on that thing and let her go if you still have them. I'm not sure if they're limited on tires or not, but if not, man, throw them on there.
Maybe they didn't hit pit road. Trying to look back through the log here and just see after the crash. I don't think the leaders did not hit pit road.
I know both 4 and 7 did.
4 and 7 did?
Yes.
All right, 32.76. Look at that pit stint length again.
So the top 4 didn't go in?
I don't
The
believe so.
32, the 76, the 66, the 99 all stayed out?
Hard to say. Our pit stint not working proper. You have to fix that bad boy. Lights in the truck
Yeah,
are off.
if that is the case, man, this is going to get real interesting.
Yeah, I mean, looking through the log, I don't see Jason Warren's name at all as hitting pit road. That could just because it's not right, but man, I'd be scared if I'm
Yeah.
sitting there without tires.
I'd just be praying not to be spinning them tires when I'm taking this green. And then praying I'm able to hold everybody else off that went down pit road.
Brandon Wallace, the 99, definitely did. Tia Swank did not, I don't believe. So, about to get super interesting right here at the front.
Pace truck's off.
Green white checker, here we go. Jason Warren.
Had a real good jump there.
Yeah, very good. Oh, they're wrecking. The 99's in the wall. We're gonna stay green.
So far, so good.
Watch out for that 4 machine. Man, he is on the move. Here he comes. Zach Wetstein. We'll see the white flag here. And man, you can just see what fresh tires can do.
I was gonna say he was confirmed on pit road, man. And there he goes around the top side.
Pit
Just gonna rock
strategy
it
for
away
the
from
win.
him.
Pit strategy for the win. That'll do it.
Smooth sailing from here.
And our winner, Zach Wetstein. Jason Warren's going to come home second. Garrett Kinder third. Jason Lottridge fourth. Dan Witt fifth. So Witt coming home fifth for you there. Mikey
Nick
Keller
Ford.
and Nick Ford.
Yeah, Nick. You got Christian Deadman, 6th. Josh Lokanovitz in 7th. 8th, Josh Oswald. 9th, Mickey Isaac. And 10th, Rich Yeoman.
In the 11th spot, you got Tia Swank, Charlie Elmore in that 12th spot. Sam Wetstein, Zach's dad coming home 13th. Jeff Paisley in that 14th spot, our spotlight driver after getting caught up in that last wreck. Jesse Necula coming home 15th.
And then 16th, you got Brandon Wallace. Brett Redderer, he had some tough luck there at the end of the race. Ended up coming home 17th. 18th, Kyle Roberts. 19th, Elliot Longenecker. 20th, Magic Mike Irbe. 21st, Matt Geis. 22nd, Christopher Heiner. 23rd, William Griffith. 24th, Richie Ferris. 25th, Aaron Adcock. 26th, Lance Spongberg. 27th, James McClendon. 28th, Alex Veith. 29th, Mike Veith. 30th, Brian Rupert.
That's going to wrap it up. Here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, we're going to try to get the top 3 into the waiting room, and it looks like we already have them in there. Let's start with Garrett Kinder. I'm going to pull Garrett in here. Hey, Garrett. This is Joe and Eddie and Matt in the booth tonight. How'd it go from your standpoint, bud? Looked like a tough race. Garrett, you there? It's Joe and Eddie in the booth.
Great.
Yeah, I got you.
You there, Garrett?
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah, go
There.
ahead.
All right, we got you now. Hey, man, came home third tonight. A heck of a run. Looked like a lot of work there up front. How'd it go on your side?
Well, it was all about tire saving. It seemed like Jason Warren was on rails all night long, and when it came down to that last pit stop, I said, "All right, I'm doing whatever he does. If he stays out, I'm staying out." And man, hardly anybody stayed out. I don't know. I think fourth place took two, and everybody else was on four fresh, and then Zach just came blowing by us. But overall, I'm quite pleased for old tires paying off.
Yeah, you got lucky. There was a lot of guys behind you with fresh tires, and to come home third still after that's pretty awesome. Congratulations. Eddie, you got anything for him?
Yeah, man, it was a good race, man. I was sure. I I don't know if I'd have stayed out on that last one. I think I'd have went in, but man, you still came home third, so you can't really argue that.
Oh,
Congratulations.
I'm not knocking it at all. It was you know, to be honest, I was more worried about fuel than I was tires. That fuel, and I don't know why. I don't know if my truck has a smaller fuel tank or what the heck's going on out there, but I get about 2 laps less than anybody else on my team, and yeah, I was cutting it pretty close.
Yeah, we were talking about fuel in the booth, so yeah, I was worried about it for you guys as well. Well, great job, Garrett. Anybody you want to thank before we let you roll?
Oh, absolutely. I want to give a shout out to everybody over here at Original Rebels Racing League. Shout out to Matt for getting this series up and running and keeping it up and running. We put on a heck of a show tonight, it seems like. Great racing, it seemed like all the way around the field from everybody I was talking to anyway. Give a shout out to all my teammates over at Reaper Racing. We had a pretty good showing tonight. And then, of course, thanks to you fine folks over at Intensity Broadcasting for putting on a good product for us.
Yeah, thanks, Garrett. And hopefully we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Take it easy, guys.
You too, brother.
Hey, Jason Moore, and this is Eddie and Joe in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, man, a tough loss there. A dominant performance led 90% of the race, and to have pit strategy fail you there at the end. How'd you see it from your side?
I mean, that last caution sucked. I mean, as a leader, I contemplated pitting myself, but I didn't want to, being a leader, you don't know what everybody else is going to do. So I felt like if I pit, everybody else is going to stay out and I'd give up all that track position. If I don't pit, there's going to be people that do like Zach did. That, I mean, it's just a lose-lose situation at that point.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's a tough call when you're leading, man, because you know what you do. Most of the people are going to do the opposite, especially on a green, white checkered. But you did have a fast car, so I think if I had a fast car like that, I think I might have stayed out too. But you come home second, man. That was a good drive. I know you hate to see that caution at the end, and that was pretty good racing.
I appreciate it, man. That was a lot of fun. It was very. I was actually terrified about gas mileage there towards the end. I think if there had been another green, white checker, I wouldn't have been able to make it. But
Yeah, I was going to ask, man, about how much gas do you think you had whenever you took the checkered on that last lap?
the checkered, I had 1.2 laps left. So
He was cutting it close. Man, oh, man.
So we were right talking about fuel in the booth. Hey, Jason, heck of a drive. I think next week we'll see you back here in the booth. Hopefully we'll see you in that first position. Anybody you want to thank for your awesome performance tonight?
thank my teammates, Elliot Longenecker, Michael Swing, Keith Thirst, and Oswald, who was running second behind me for a good bit there. So I think he got bumped around a little bit and kind of went backwards. But I'd like to thank those guys, 09 Race Shop, you guys for broadcasting, of course, Matt guys for doing this league, doing a wonderful job. That's about it.
All right, Jason. Well, great job, man. Hopefully, like I said, we'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll see you in that P1 spot.
All right, you guys take care.
Later. All right. I don't know if he's ready for us, Eddie. But Zach.
I don't know, man.
Zach, We talked about you all night, saving them tires. We could kind of tell you were hanging back there for a while. Then the opportunity arises for you to hit pit road and change the outcome of this race. How did it feel from your spot?
Well, I'm gonna be 110% honest with you guys. I did not have the speed I usually have tonight. I didn't put much practice in this week just because I was hanging out with my father while he was in Florida, and I wasn't fast qualifying. I qualified 21st, and I was a top 10 truck, but I just couldn't save my tires here like I usually am able to. Uh, but I'll take the win.
Yeah, man, it was a strange turn of events with that wreck happening with a green white checkered. So, got a good question for you. If the leader stays or goes into pit, do you stay out there just to see what happens?
No, my right front was down to 50% when I took off the tires, and I knew with how long that run was, we restarted with a lap 52 or 53, and to go all the way to 98 or 97, there was no way I was staying out regardless of what Jason did.
Yeah, roger that. He came home second on old tires, and Kinder was able to hold off the rest of the field and come home third on old tires. So, great drive, Zach. Congratulations. I know you got some sponsors and people you want to thank.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I just want to say I feel really horrible for Jason. He's always fast, and he had that locked up before that caution came out. So, I mean, I guess shout out to how fast he was tonight. But yeah, shout out to Reaper Racing. I tried to do burnouts there around Kinder. He runs Reaper Racing, but I'm not very good drifter. So, yeah, shout out to all of Reaper Racing, Matt Geis, who puts together a heck of a league, all the admins that run these separate series, but it all comes together as one. So, shout out to them, and shout out to you guys for broadcast.
Cool. Well, congratulations, and I'm sure we'll see you again in the future. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
All right, Eddie. Matt, I'm going to ask you first, Matt. Matt, did you see that coming?
No.
Did you think Jason Warren was going to walk away with this thing?
I thought the race was over.
Yep.
I really did. I mean, he was up almost 3 seconds. No one was able to catch him. Until that caution came out, this is done. And they were so clean all night. And even if they did scrape each other or scrape the wall, you heard everybody, being real nice about it and everything. There wasn't a whole lot of banter back and forth. When they did brush the wall, it wasn't hard. They'd come right back off and just keep on trucking. So, no, I didn't see that coming at all.
How about you, Eddie? How'd you feel about that finish?
Man, I thought it was a great finish. You just hate to see it for the leader there, and he's got that big lead, man, and then the dreaded yellow comes out, and then your brain just starts thinking, man, what could possibly go wrong at this point? And somebody behind you pits, and they have better tires, and man, you only got a couple laps to hold them off, and to come home second like that, man, I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I think it's tougher to come home second than to come home third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or anywhere else in the field. But to come home second, knowing you had that thing locked up, is a tough pill to swallow, and you could hear it in Jason Warren's voice. So tough break for him.
Man. He was fast.
Yep, tough break for him. But this is going to conclude our Rebels Roulette 150 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Zach Wetstein getting it done. I mean, pit strategy or not, getting it done again, which is interesting in and of itself.
That's 2 wins for him this season.
Moving on to next week, we're going to be heading to, let me pull up the little schedule real quick so we can make sure we get this right for our fans. So moving on to next week, we're going to be going to Phoenix, and then Kansas, Martinsville, Michigan. So we'll see you guys next week at this time. Same channel, same bat channel. With me, and hopefully Josh, we'll have Josh back, and maybe even Eddie. Maybe we'll throw a third broadcaster in the mix. Maybe a fourth with Matt. We'll have them all. We'll just have a party up in here. But until next time, which I guess is going to be Tuesday night, I think, with the iOS guys, right?
OS, man, we're going to Dover.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
It was a not a great race during the regular season, as I recall, and
Yeah.
it's a tough track. It's tough to tame. Dover is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. I'm gonna try to get into that round of 4. You know, it's the cutoff race for the round of 4. So
Yep. So
definitely looking forward to
a
that.
lot on the line for the Cup, the iOS Cup, and so yeah, see you guys on Tuesday night for that. For Intensity Broadcasting, I'm Joe Wright, and I've been joined by Eddie Morris and Matt Knights as our crash indicator, awesome dude in the background. And see you guys on Tuesday. Over and out.